Hello and welcome to another edition of Conspirator Brock's Poll List. This is my poll list for the week of November 18th, 2015. So let's get right into it. First up, we have Batman and Robin Eternal, number 7. 7 issues, still haven't read. So I hear good things, so once I actually get to it, I'm looking forward to it. Next up, we have a new miniseries, Batman Europa. Looks to be interesting. It's very sketch, Jim Lee looking artwork. So, yep, we'll see how this goes. But Batman Europa 1 of 4. Next up, we have Dr. Fate number 6. Dr. Fate's okay. I've been enjoying it for the most part. So, we'll see if it continues to be interesting enough for me to keep reading. But I think it's going to be canceled. So, I'll probably just finish it up. Yeah. Next up, we have Earth 2 Society, number 6. I've been enjoying it so far. It's not as solid as the first Earth 2 book from the New 52, but it is good, so I'm still checking it out, still seeing how it goes. Next up, we have Wrath of the Eternal Warrior, number 1. These Eternal Warrior series have been pretty good, so I'm looking forward to checking this one out and seeing what's up in the world of the Eternal Warrior. Next up, we have Harley Quinn at number 22. It looks like more shenanigans with her and her Harley Quinns. So we'll see what goes on in that. Next up, we have Martian Manhunter, number 6. The truth comes out, so we'll see what that truth is. Apparently, hopefully. Next up is the new Suicide Squad, number 14. It's been okay. It's been just alright. Not great, not bad, just okay. So that's it for my poll list. But I did pick up some of the Looney Tunes variants that came out this week. The first one was for Action Comics number 46. It's Superman and Bugs Bunny being all super together. So that was pretty cool. Next up is Harley Quinn, her Looney Tunes variant. I don't know who that character is, but it's fun times. And last up, Suicide Squad had one, but it's not the best looking cover. It's the frog, and he's dancing, and some artwork in the background. So yeah, those are the Looney Tunes variants from DC. Enjoying those. So yeah. Next up is my read list. These are the titles I take home to read to stay caught up and current. First up is Action Comics number 46. Title's Corruption on this one. Action and Superman have been okay, so I've been reading them, but again, they're not knocking me out of the park. Next up is The Astonishing Ant-Man number 2. Really enjoyed the first issue, so I'm curious to see where issue 2 takes us. New number 1 from the all-new, all-different Marvel is Black Knight number 1. So curious to see how well this one does. Then next up we have Clean Room number 2 from Vertigo. The first issue was so I'm going to check out issue 2 to see if it keeps my interest. If not, I'm probably just going to dump it. Then next up we have Extraordinary X-Men number 2. The first issue was so let me see if I keep going with it. But it looks like a zoomed in shot of the No More, like the Days of Future Past cover. Next up we have Green Lantern Lost Army number 6. Hopefully they get found soon. The story's I mean, they're in another world or earlier world or something. And they're trying to get, I don't know. It's okay. Next up we have Mark Millar's Huck number 1. I like the artist, Albert Geek, so I'm going to check it out, but I'm not a big fan of Mark Millar, so I don't know if I'm going to keep reading it. Next up is Scotty Young's I Hate Fairyland number 2. First issue is I'll see if I keep with it with issue 2, but I highly doubt it. New number 1 from Marvel is The Mighty Thor number 1. Continuation of the Thor that Jason Aaron was writing before. So yeah, I don't know how it's all new, all different. Next up, we have a new number 1 from Vertigo, which is Red Thorn. So I'm going to check this one out, see how it is. I know nothing about it, so curious to see what that one's all about. Next up is the all-new, all-different Star-Lord number 1. We'll see if it's all new and all different. Next up is number 5 of the Star Trek Green Lantern crossover, the Spectrum War. Yeah, I mean, it's been entertaining. It's been an interesting read, so I'm curious to see how this goes. But yeah, for the most part, been enjoying it. Next up, we have Star Wars number 12. Yeah, love the Star Wars stuff. Aaron's been doing a great job on these books. They're really, really good sellers. Looking forward to the movie coming out next month. A month from now. Ooh. Next up is the number one for the mini series coming out of the Star Wars books with Star Wars Vader Down. Don't know why they couldn't just do it in the regular thing. We'll see if it warrants needing to be a miniseries and you buying another book. Next up is Star Wars Kanan or Canon number 8. It's been okay. I've been enjoying it. I don't really watch Star Wars Rebels, but I hear it's good. But for the most part, been enjoying this stuff. And then last up on the read list is the Uncanny Inhumans number 2. So we'll see if I'm keeps my interest with number 2, but I highly doubt it. 1 wasn't that great. So that's it for the pull list this week. Didn't really have anything. There was a couple titles that I didn't pick up, but I didn't get a chance to write down which ones those were. But for the most part, yeah, not too much this week. It's a fairly medium-sized week. But yeah. So thanks again for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, leave comments down below. You can follow me on Twitter. My handle is @BrockSager. You can listen to me on the Comic Conspiracy podcast. We just recorded episode 236, and that should be up on thegeekbox.net. So you can go download it there. You can find it on iTunes. You can help support myself and my fellow conspirators through Patreon at www.patreon.com/comicconspiracy. I think that's the link. If not, just go to Patreon, look for Comic Conspiracy, and we're there. For as little as $1, you can help us with the hosting and all that stuff and getting food, and we thank all our Patreon backers for that. And also you get some exclusive content with some Bryce Brieflies up there. Let me give you a hint. They're not brief. Yeah, so thanks again for watching, and I will see you next week.